I picked up the new Laura Mercier foundation, and this is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade 1 and 2 Vanilla or Vanille. I got this because I don't know if you guys remember my previous video where I do a review on the Rare Beauty bronzer. That foundation that I've used in that video, it's the It Illuminating CC Cream SPF 50 Plus. It's a great foundation. However, at the end of the day, the whole face looked like I was covered in glitter. Unfortunately, I had to return that foundation. I've tried it with different primers, even without primers. I thought it's the primer maybe, but when you apply it, there's no glitter. At the end of the night, full face of glitter. It was just horrible by the end of the night. Instead, I have picked up this foundation by Laura Mercier. This retails for $64. It's 30 milliliters and it's made in Italy. So the bottle looks beautiful. It comes into 30 shades. I got mine into 1 and 2 Vanille, but it's vegan. It's liquid formula, waterproof. It has a natural finish. It's long wearing and it provides medium coverage. So it's a weightless foundation that blurs the line between makeup and skin with medium buildable coverage, waterproof wear, and up to 12 hours of fade-proof wear. It has 3D smoothing priming powders to perfect the skin, blurring bamboo silk powders, and hydrolipid matrix to balance the moisture and shine control to maintain the skin's optimal state. It has camellia seed, vitamin E, cacao extract. It's rich in antioxidants, so it has all those good things. Now the foundation looks beautiful. This is glass. It's just perfect for traveling, even though it's glass. That's what I love about this. It doesn't feel heavy. So I went into the store and I have tried on a couple shades. Make sure you go try it on because I was gonna go with something lighter, but those pulled either to yellow or to pink. This one looks beautiful, so don't go based on the packaging. I wanna show you this. Look how yellow the packaging looks, but look how beautiful it looks in the actual glass. Okay, so let's squirt. It comes with a nice pump. And I'm gonna squirt a little bit out. I don't want to waste too much. And you can see that it's a little bit thick, but it also a little bit runny, not too runny. It has a serum consistency and it feels very lightweight and hydrating on the hand. So that's the actual shade. I want to test it out with primer on one side, without primer on the other. I normally always wear primer. I don't not wear primer. And the only one I use is usually the e.l.f. Halo Glow, something illuminating. So on this side, I'm going to put the e.l.f. Halo Glow and see how this foundation looks over something that is a thick illuminating primer. And then here I just have my actual skincare. So let's go ahead and start. And I want to see, because I heard that if you buy a nice high-end foundation, price is $64, then it should actually go on your face without a primer. You don't need to put a primer on your face. So I'm going to use a brush for this primer. And on this side, it says that you're supposed to use it with a brush. And the brush that they're selling is very similar to the Rare Beauty brush. I don't have the Laura Mercier one, but they are suggesting to use the Laura Mercier primer along with the Laura Mercier brush. So we're going to test it out with primer and a brush on this side, and then on the other side with a sponge. So I'm going to pump out. This is one pump. Should have given it a good shake, but it's okay. So I'm gonna put one pump on this side. It feels very lightweight and I can feel a little bit some oils in it. So let's go ahead and apply this. I will try, remember, by end of night to kind of show you how it's on the face. Right now it is 9:45 in the morning. Ooh, okay, so it looks really beautiful on top of this primer. So I have normal to dry skin, mostly dry skin, and some fine lines underneath the eyes and so on. But okay, so this is the face with the actual primer and foundation and a brush application, and then this is the face without. So let's see on this side without a primer and with the sponge. I want to try it with a sponge too. So again, I'm going to try one pump. The pumps seem to be very little foundation coming out, so if we need more, we're going to add more, and I'm going to build it up to see if you can build it up more. So I'm going to go with a sponge on this side and see which one we like better. I'm not going to wear highlighter today, and I'm not going to wear concealer because I want to see how this foundation actually looks. Okay, so this is the application without a primer and with just a sponge. You can see it very lightweight. Wow! You can definitely see a little bit more coverage here because of the e.l.f. Halo Glow, but I love the way this looks. What do you guys think? Here is a close-up. So here it is with just the sponge and no primer. Foundation looks wonderful, and then here it is with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Primer and the brush. So let's go ahead and build this up a little bit more. So I'm going to pump again, just one pump. You can see how much one pump provides, not much. So I'm just going to add a little bit more on this side, and then another pump on this side. That should be enough. Okay, so this time I'm gonna go in with the actual brush all over the face and then with the sponge. I always like to apply my foundations with a brush. Wow, I love this foundation. I'm telling you that right away I can tell that it's very lightweight. I probably don't need to go with more, but I want to show you guys how much you can build up, and I want to see for myself too. Just a one pump for me on each side would have been enough. And I love that you don't actually need to use a primer. It feels very much like serum, and it feels like a satin finish with a little bit of illumination on the face, not greasy, not oily, even though upon application it does feel a little bit oily, but it goes into the skin right away. So now I'm gonna go with a sponge and make sure that there's no brush strokes. Oh, I am so excited. I am so happy I exchanged that CC cream for this one. I can actually tell that I am loving this a lot more. I love the coverage it provides. This is definitely going to be something that I'm probably gonna bring on vacation with me. It's lightweight, it feels very hydrating, and it provides enough coverage to cover any imperfections. You can build it up. It's waterproof and it's supposed to last 12 hours. So we'll see how this will look at the end of the night, and I'm gonna try take some videos in natural light to show you, but I'm loving it. Okay, so $64 is a lot of money though, but you know what? It's Laura Mercier. I don't have anything by Laura Mercier, just the powder. That I'm not a big fan because I have dry skin. But this one so far, I'm loving. Okay, so let's see how some cream products apply on top of this. And the newest one in my collection is the Rare Beauty Stick Bronzer in the shade Bright Side. And I want to see if this foundation actually sits nicely when we blend these products. So for this, I'm gonna use BK Beauty 109 brush, which is the smaller version of their foundation brush. And let's see if the foundation still stays on the face while we blend these cream products in. Beautiful. I'm actually very, very excited for this. The bronzer even blends much nicer in this than when using that IT CC cream. I can tell that that one was a little bit more oily looking, but what bothered me the most were the glitters. So I do have a review on this bronzer if you guys want to check it out. It's on my channel. Look how beautiful this looks. Flawless. I love it. Okay, so I'm really excited. This is something that I'm going to bring on my vacation. I'm going to do a video on what I'm going to pack, but I'm going to go into Rare Beauty. This is the shade Virtue, the new blush. And I'm just going to put a dot and a dot for now. I'm going to go in, let's go in with a sponge. Okay, so you can see how nice everything just meshes together. So these are the two newest products in my collection, the blush and the bronzer by Rare Beauty, and I am loving both. You can see how nice the blush got diffused and it's not very intense. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and maybe apply a little bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. I won't do much of the eye. I just have a little bit of brown shade all over the eyelid, and I'm gonna come back and let you know my final thoughts of my first impressions of this foundation. Okay, so I finished just the bottom lashes. I just added more mascara. I added mascara because I didn't have any there. So I don't have concealer, anything like that. On the lips, I have added this Rare Beauty blush in the shade Virtue with a little bit of Tower 28 lip jelly in the shade Pistachio, just to provide this nice shininess and healthiness to the lips. Okay, let me give you my thoughts here. So I'm gonna zoom you in so you guys can see. So before we do like the outdoor test and end of the night, this is what we're working with. I can tell you right now that I'm loving it so far. Based on first impression, 110% recommend this foundation. This could probably be one of my favorite foundations of all times I have tried so far. This foundation can be worn without a primer. Now let's see how it lasts without a primer and with a primer. I'm not going to put any powder. You can see that I have no concealer, and it absolutely did not crease or settled into any of my fine lines. My smile lines, everything looks beautiful. The cream bronzer and cream blush blended so smoothly, and it didn't move the foundation one bit, even on the non-primer side. So this is what it looks like from afar. Let me stay like this so you guys can see a little bit better. I love it. So next time you'll see me, it's probably going to be in natural light. I want to show you how this looks outside with the natural light hitting me, and then I will try remember later in the evening to kind of pop in front of the camera and show you again how the foundation were. In terms of shade, I compared it to the Makeup by Mario in the shade 3W, which is right here, Makeup by Mario 3W. In the middle, I have the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint, and this is in the shade Light 4. And then here I have the Laura Mercier Flawless Foundation, or Weightless Perfecting Foundation. So let's kind of give them a rub so you guys can see the shades. And here are the shades in case you're very similar to me, or if you do have any of the other foundations, you can have an idea that the 1 and 2 Vanille is very similar to the Makeup by Mario 3W, or the Beauty Blender, which is this one, the Bounce Skin Tint in the shade Light 4 is in the middle. So I can give you an idea of the shade if you want to pick it up. So they're very similar. Again, this foundation is actually very similar to in consistency with the Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. Okay, so final thoughts. Is it worth it? To me, I love complexion products, and I love to discover new foundations that are lightweight with coverage, and you feel like it's just your skin but better. It feels like you're not wearing any foundation. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey, and I love to wear it without powder if possible, and without primer, without concealer. Look at this, how brightening it is under the eyes. I love this foundation. Definitely 110% recommend it. I'm so happy with it. I will see you soon with more of a wear test. Okay, so now we are in natural light, and you can see how nice the foundation looks. Here's a close-up of the face where the sun hits it. And here is from afar. I think it looks really nice. So you can see in the shadows as well. Looks really, really pretty. So excited. Love this foundation. So yeah, here's a close-up where the sun hits it and where there's shadow. What do you guys think? I think I love it. I love it so much. And it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful how the foundation looks in natural light. Oh, it's just so pretty. I love how everything feels on the face. It's just stunning. So the only thing is that it doesn't have SPF, but you don't need SPF because you can use your SPF sunscreen before, which I do have. I hope you guys really like it. So I'll see you soon a little bit later on in the day. So this is what it kind of looks like indoor, where it's just kind of like the indoor light with the light in the background. But yeah, this is what it looks inside the house, in the room, in the darkness. So pretty. I'm loving it. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Hi. Want to give me a hug? Hi. Hi. Up. Come. Oh, good girl. Yes. Walking Kona right now, and this is what foundation looks like. I think it's really pretty. It is like 3 o'clock p.m. right now. So yeah, I'm gonna do one more wear test with this foundation. But yeah, I ate lunch, touched my face. I think it still looks really nice. See you later. Exactly 8 hours later, 5:48 p.m. And here is my last check-in on this foundation. This is the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I got mine in the shade 1 and 2 Vanille. Perfect shade and perfect amount of coverage, perfect amount of lasting on the face. I'm just loving it. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom you in. The only thing I reapplied is lip gloss. It is my Dior Lip Glow Oil, and that's it. I have not touched my face with anything. No powder. I did not reapply any blush, any bronzer, nothing. So let's zoom you in. What do we think? I love this foundation. From the actual packaging, even though it's glass, I think that it's perfect for traveling as well. I love the size of it. It's just not too heavy, not too light. I love how it looks on this side. We've applied it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow, which is my preferred method to apply all of my foundations, and with a brush. And on this side, we've applied it with no primer and with a sponge. Then I went over with another layer to see if we can build it up. And I've just used the brush and then the sponge on all over the face. I'm just loving it. So no powder at all, no concealer, no highlighter. I have normal to dry skin, mostly dry, and you can see how beautiful it looks on the face. There's absolutely no settling into smile lines. There's no settling in here, although I did see a little bit, kind of like very tiny, which I went like this and it's just gone. But nothing on the forehead, nothing. Everything lasted perfectly. So you guys saw how nice it looks in natural light, how nice it looks under like no lighting, just in the darkness of the room. And you saw how nice it looks sunlight, shade. I took you on a walk. I think that this foundation went through everything. So today I did a workout, I ate lunch, I ate dinner. The face looks just like when I first applied it. Maybe less intense blush, but for foundation, beautiful. I 100% recommend this foundation. This has probably become one of my most favorite based on what I've seen today and how it worked throughout the day. This is probably one of my most favorite foundation, probably even more than my Makeup by Mario. That's a little bit more heavier. So if you want to go more serum-y side, more lightweight, this is perfect. If you want to go a little bit more heavy, and again, the Makeup by Mario is just wonderful. It lasts just like this one. It's just a little bit more thicker than this one, but I'm loving it. I'm so happy I have it. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe and like. It would mean so much to me, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.